The honourable member for Lloydminster, Vermilion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was recently acknowledged that our province will continue to have for the foreseeable future an energy economy, and that this government intends to build on the backbone of that economy, which continues to reel from the combined effects of low prices and policy uncertainty. Now, this government steadfastly refuses to acknowledge its role in making the current situation worse, while investment flees to places like BC, Saskatchewan, and Quebec, where the oil price is the same, but government policy is not. To the Minister of Environment and Parks, if we're an energy economy for the foreseeable future, why do you persist in attacking that economy here and now?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have undertaken this work of our climate change review because Albertans want us to get serious about climate change. That's exactly what we're doing. Climate change is a serious challenge, and we intend to take it seriously, and we've already taken it much more seriously than the previous government ever did by appointing an excellent panel to provide us with advice on matters related to renewables, energy efficiency, our current carbon pricing system, and whether there are some changes that we can make to it, and of course ensuring that we are phasing out coal in an orderly manner for the health of our children, Mr. Speaker.
Press supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, quite frankly, it's hard to take this minister seriously when the job losses in the sector have been well documented. Enbridge cutting 500 jobs, 250 in Alberta, Cenovus 1,500 jobs, Husky 1,000 jobs, and the list goes on. Now, depending on how calculations are made, we're somewhere in the $40,000 to $65,000 range, 65,000 job range. Again, to the Minister of Environment and Caucus. Your caucus did nothing during the course of the federal election campaign to defend our industry against attacks from candidates in the federal election, mostly from your party. Why not, Minister? Whose side are you on?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And, we could rewind the clock a few months and discuss that, or we can discuss what this government is actually doing to get serious on climate change, to ensure market access, and to ensure that we can have a conversation with our trading partners that is real and substantive on the leadership that we are showing on issues related to carbon price, renewables, efficiency, and how we effectively phase out coal to ensure the right health outcomes for ourselves and for our children, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, Albertans are waiting with nervous anticipation as to what the Premier and the Environment Minister will be saying after they board their eco-friendly hovercraft powered by the laughter of children and travel to the Paris Climate Change Conference. Now, I understand that there will be a meeting on Friday with the NDP caucus to share information regarding our climate change strategy. Minister, why are you not sharing this information with Albertans?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and it's a good question on timing. And so right now we are considering the advice in an ongoing way from the panel, and some of that is continuing to be ongoing. We are having cabinet discussions. We are having caucus discussions, of course, because it is our government's approach that we involve caucus in these matters, unlike the previous government where there was just, a whole bunch of sandbox politics happening between caucus members, Mr. Speaker. We are a government that is going to bring forward a cohesive plan to protect jobs, ensure market access, and ensure we can turn the page on 44 years of lack of leadership on climate change, Mr. Speaker.